Good morning, everyone. In this presentation, I will introduce some illustrators who specialize in digital painting and the special techniques of the painting. And the first one is Yuchen Liu, a Chinese digital illustrator who impressed me a lot with his style and methods. He good at using bright colors and the weird characters to draw the surrealistic pictures. As you can see, this illustrator is able to take any scene from the daily life and draw them, combine them together very well. And his work is very identifiable and very creative. And there is much to learn from this work. He has chosen many elements related to diary, and such as this following clock. And after complete the line drawing, the main character is done. And the other elements are added layer by layer to get an excellent final work. It reflects stylish surrealist style and at the same time having its own ideas. And there also have some work from this illustrator. In digital painting, we can use our imagination to build our surreal world and pick something that we are good at and like to print, which helped me a lot to develop my style. And the next one is a Russian illustrator named Julia. Her work are also very identifiable, and she good at use animal elements and comic style to draw her works. And she is very good at working with low brightness and contrasting colors. And most of her works are inspired by the modernism. And she has a very unique methods to drawing. The beginning with the hand drawing, and she will work as much detail as possible. And after that, transferring it to the Photoshop or something like that for the further drawing or coloring. And here are some of her excellent works. And as you can see, she draw a lot of animals elements to draw these pictures. Excellent characters and strong sense of the hand drawing and the advantage of this illustrator. And the next one is the illustration of the science fiction novel called Beyond. And the drawing style is unique. The sense of story is very strong. Good at use fonts and regular shapes to make combinations. This page tells us a plot of an astronaut being swallowed by a black hole. And as I mentioned, the illustrator used transformation of the tap to depict the time and space being distorted by a black hole. And the text which the illustrations makes it easy for the reader to feel the tension and the excitement of the situation. And this man is a Polish CG artist. The Deathloop is his masterpiece, and he specialized in compositing videos and illustrations using Photoshop and blenders. The Deathloop tells us a story of an addict, a 7-second motion pictures that tell us a story of a self-destructive person's day, with 90 single pictures, with a day and night routine and crazy mentions that make us feel the horrible of the addiction. And this page is another artwork of the Deathloop. And there is another of the illustrator's stylistic attempts. And as you can see, the illustration and the painting abilities of the Photoshop, and the Blender are so powerful that they can project many surprising effects. It's called the fluid drawing. The main materials are acrylics, water, the silicon oil, and the theater. The main method is to mix these three materials together and add the right amount of the water. And then, using the different technicals and put them on the board, whatever intentionally or randomly, and then shaking the board gently to allow this kind of print to flow freely, and a piece of artwork is complete. And you can also control the amount of the silicone oil and other physical methods to create the totally different textures. And I have experimented with these methods of painting, and I will show you the results of my experiments in a moment. And the next one is my experiment. I experimented with digital painting and choosing the elements that I'm good at to print my sketch, and experimenting with a surrealist style, and incorporating common elements from the daily life into my pictures. And then I painted them on the glasses and the background. And then I painted them on the glass and put the background on the another single paper, and then I'm trying to turning the flat surface into the two layers, and trying to create a three-dimension feel. And in this page is my experiments with the fluid paintings, and I mixed the three materials in the correct proportions and use the different colors and technicals to get the different pictures. And here is some photo of my experiment with the texture. In this page is a summary with the advancement of the time and the technology has also influenced the form of the illustration. Now this illustration is not only about the drawing the picture on the paper. There are many methods and techniques waiting to be learned, and it's important for me to did more research about the work and the technicals of the modern illustrators for my future studies. Thank you for listening. That's all my presentation.